expose by the Daily Wire's Luke Rosiak that covered all of this. It wasn't just Loudoun school officials trying to brush this under the rug, but the county's Soros-backed prosecutor as well. Scott Smith joins me now exclusively. Scott, first of all, thank you for coming on the show. I know this is an emotionally a grueling time for you and your family. Tell us, if you can, what happened to your daughter and how Loudoun County officials handled it.
Hi, and thanks for having us on the show. This has been a crazy 3 months, but basically my daughter was sexually assaulted at the end of school in May of last year, and I went to the school board meeting to see what was going on because I'd seen all this crazy stuff on TV. I went to see what was going on.
I'll turn it down in 1 second.
Assaulted, and there was some crazy stuff being talked about. People for things, for against things. I wasn't there for any. I'm good with gay people, cross-gender people, everybody, anybody who wants to be a good American. I'm good with. I went there to find out.
I'll turn it down in a second.
And the next thing I know, another parent activist, approached my wife and started antagonizing her, and I turned around and said stop, and then I tried to tell the lady what had happened to my daughter, and she looked me dead in the face and said, "That's not what happened." And that just struck me, like, how do you know what happened? You don't even know me. And then she kept going, and the police came, and, the officer was trying to help out. He said we needed to be kind to one another. And I said, okay. And I turned my head, and she started in on me again and threatened my family business, my livelihood, everything that, gives my family what we need. She threatened to ruin my business on social media. The next thing I know, I'm getting touched from all over the place. I didn't know who was touching me, who was grabbing me. I turn around, the police are grabbing me, and next thing I know, I'm tackled to the ground. I'm just shocked and horrified.
Do you feel like the individuals...
I do want to say, though, that we support our first responders and our law enforcement.
Good job.
This didn't have to happen.
Walking the line, brother. Good job.
And this could have been handled a lot differently.
But Scott, I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask
daughter. Laura ain't gonna wait.
Yeah, I want to ask about that. The prosecutor knew about your daughter, but the school board officials at that meeting, where they were drinking their Diet Coke or whatever they were drinking, they seemed bored by the entire conversation, citing some article and some other media publication that had nothing to do with your, certainly what happened to your daughter or any other possible assault. Did they seem to have a compassionate or concerned reaction at that meeting in June?
To what? Just what was going on?
Yeah, just all of it. All the concerns of all the parents being raised.
No, they were tuning us all out. They were looking away. They were reading magazines. It was a joke. I believe, and I'd never been to a school board meeting before, so I didn't know what to expect, but I believe that they had full intentions on trying to shut that thing down early, because every time we clapped, or tried to support somebody, we got scolded for it. Why are we allowed to clap? Why are we allowed to boo? Everybody has
It hurts people's feelings, dude. Just kidding. I'm with you.
Get along and discuss our differences. That's not what
We gotta meet in the middle, right? I'm running for governor of Maryland, big brother. Join with me, Scott Smith. My daughter was sexually assaulted too. So was my mother, my wife. Hell, I was. We gotta get together, people. Stop letting sex and money run our lives. It's ridiculous.
Scott, you say this is the same boy who sexually assaulted your daughter. How do you know know that?
This is, in fact, the sexual predator that assaulted my daughter.
Ooh.
We were under the impression from the prosecutor that this sexual predator was being held on in-house arrest with an ankle monitor.
I didn't do
And
anything.
would not return to school until these court sessions were done. No, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. I understand that. But we do have to protect everyone at the same time.
Good job, Daddy.
I was told by everyone, my attorneys, the prosecuting attorney, friends of the family, people I don't even know, that if I wanted justice for my daughter, that I needed to keep my mouth quiet and not speak out, because in order to get justice for my daughter,
That's what I get told.
which is the most important thing to me, of course, was to not come out.
Right, shut up.
And let justice prevail.
So you were supposed to
When
be
I
quiet.
found out on Friday night,
You were supposed to be quiet, not
And
talk
we
about
found-
this publicly.
correct. I mean, it was my decision not to speak out. Nobody muzzled me, but I was told that if I wanted justice for my daughter and wanted this case to have a finality and a possible conviction, that
You have every right to speak out. I'm sorry, Scott. You have every right to speak out. You're a father of a daughter who was sexually assaulted.
I wish you'd let him talk,
By
Laura.
someone who you said
I love
in
you, but
that bathroom is wearing a
he's got
skirt,
stuff to
okay?
say.
And then they're making you out to be a
You just
domestic
wanna
terrorist
talk.
at the Department of Justice by implication.
Well, that just started.
I know you're
that
mad,
just
Laura.
happened a week or two ago.
I know it's
So you gotta
upsetting, Mom.
understand, this happened the last week of May.
You're a
and
great
then,
woman.
School ended. And the
A
school
great
board
woman.
and the school system just went on summer break and
A
abandoned
mom.
us. My wife and I had to spend the entire summer, rebuilding our daughter. Unfortunately, there was a couple, rough nights. It was hell. But the good news is my daughter's doing very well.
Oh, God bless
She's
her.
a survivor. She's a winner. And
That's
so
right.
are me and my wife.
Scott, your message to
What made
parents
me come
across
out?
your message to parents across the country who also want to have their voices heard on any issue at any school board meeting. Should they feel intimidated given what our political system is saying about possible meetings getting out of control and extremists or domestic terror? Or
That's not what this is about.
Should they feel
Well, that whole thing
intimidated,
is
Scott?
nonsense, Laura, and I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, I didn't go there to boycott anything.
Right, this is sexual assault. This ain't talking about shots and no shots. We're gonna leave it there.
Parents across the country are afraid now to go to school board meetings because of the intimidation.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not what he was doing.
Right. So, all summer long, we're waiting for justice, and I'm keeping quiet.
But that's what happened.
And then last Friday night, the phone rang. Actually, I believe it was a text from a concerned parent to my wife and said, I need to know what the boy's name is. And we said, we will never discuss that. Why? And then they proceed to tell my wife that there was another assault at Broad Run High School, and the rumor is that it's the same boy. I couldn't believe I started arguing with my wife about it because I said, this is impossible. Stop feeding into social media. This didn't happen.
Well, Scott,
And
we are gonna
within a half an hour, it was confirmed that yes, this did happen. And I basically said, that's it. I won't stay quiet anymore.
Well, as we are having this ongoing
And
discussion
I'm out.
about,
I'm spreading the message, and this stuff has to stop, Laura.
well,
I'll meet you in the middle, brother. See you there.